The Mandalorian Season 2 is finally here, guys. I can't wait for this. So, this is the first episode called The Marshal. I'm not too sure what that is going to be referring to, but this is a reaction and review for The Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 1, The Marshal. And guys, this is how it's going to work. This is a reaction and review. Obviously, I can't show you the actual footage here on the side. Anybody that does, they get flagged and they have to fight copyrights all over the place. I don't want to bother with that. I know it's a bummer. You really want to see the pictures here, like the actual video. I can't do that. I will put pictures though. I will put pictures, and this is how it works. It's a reaction and review. So I'll watch the first half, and then I'll pause, and I'll give you guys my reaction, my thoughts on it overall, how is it going and such. And then I'll continue to the end where I'll do my reaction and then my final review. That's how it'll work. This was all part of a playlist that you guys will be able to find up in the cards, description, and comment section below. So let's get on with The Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 1, The Marshal. Okay, well that started off a little bit more different than I thought it was going to be. I like that little action scene in the beginning when the two green guys from Return of the Jedi were fighting in the arena. Now, some of it did look a little low budget. Like it just seemed like they just painted the bodies green and then they were wearing the masks. Like I felt that. But you know what? That's just a minor quibble. I like the scene with this Cyclops guy. I didn't know his name. I didn't catch it. But the way he gets hung up there at the and those dog things come in and get him or whatever they're called. I like that. So basically, it just set him up to go back to Tatooine. I felt like that was okay. I didn't think we would go there right away. I thought maybe we would do some other kind of side adventure kind of thing. But so far, it's all dealing with him trying to find another Mandalorian so that they can work together to find a direction to find the Jedi. That's what's going to happen. So that they can find another Force user to get Baby Yoda to, where he needs to go. It was cool to see that lady back from the first season in Tatooine. The one with the droids. Still a little bit of a hokey actress, but I kind of like the way that felt. It was just good at reestablishing the universe to us. And then, of course, he goes to, what was it? Sorry, guys, I got my notes here. Mos Pelgo. And first riding in there, I kind of got shades. I got shades of, there's some deleted scenes of A New Hope where Luke is with Biggs at some kind of bar. I think it's supposed to be Anchorhead or something. But some of those huts reminded me of that for some reason. I'll have to take a look online afterwards to see what's going on with that. But I like the setup so far. Of course, I didn't expect to see Boba Fett's armor right away, though. That was surprising. Played by the guy, Cobb Vanth, is played by Timothy Oliphant, and he's always good. He's always good. So I like that exchange, though, when he's kind of like, that armor doesn't belong to you, give it to me. And he's kind of like, well, you're going to have to take it off me. And you think they're going to fight, but then they start talking about stuff, and then the ground starts to shake, and I was like, oh, what's this? Is there a vehicle coming or something? And very Tremors-like. Have you ever seen that movie, Tremors, Kevin Bacon? Things Underground? And it was a Kayak dragon. I was like, what? I didn't know that I thought they were on top of the ground. I didn't know that they were under the ground. But it was kind of cool to see it come through the town there and then come up and get that bantha. Yeah, the visual effects are surprisingly good for what I wasn't expecting it to be that good, and I like that setup. So basically, I just finished off where the Marshal and Mando go off to start looking for the dragon to start killing it, and I like the fact that the Marshal was riding what looked to be the engine of a pod racer. So that was cool. And then, of course, Baby Yoda smiling like that. It was kind of like, yeah. So we'll see how this wraps up. I'm guessing that they kill it, or, they dismember it or something. We'll have to see how that goes. But let's continue on to the end, guys. okay, that had to be Boba Fett, right? That was obviously one of the clones, at least, because that was Tamora Morrison. We're going to take a look at the IMDb page here, too, because I got to confirm that this is the casting. But my overall impression of this episode, it's a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be, but I enjoyed it because we got to see a lot of scenes of them trying to figure this dragon out, and the fact that they were using like a sarlacc pit. I like that reference. Oh man, it just felt like this episode was like a love letter to Star Wars fans, and made by people who are also Star Wars fans. Just the way that the Marshal and Mando were flying up around the dragon. That was so awesome. I love that scene. Oh wow, I'm gonna have to watch this episode again. It was a really good episode. I would, oh man, what a way to start off the season. It just got me really excited. I was just kind of like, yeah, that's cool, man. What's something that jumped out at me? The music in this one really took a step to the forefront with the way that they were using it. They really used the music a lot in this one, and I like that. Yeah, I can't say too many bad things about this episode. Let me just pull up the IMDb here on the side, guys. Mandalorian, Chapter 9, The Marshal. Now, this is something I'm thinking about. Should I put this as part of the playlist for The Mandalorian Season 1? Because they're saying Chapter 9. I thought it was going to be Episode 1, so they're thinking of this as one big, massive story, which is fine by me. I just don't know if I should put it as all one playlist, or should I keep it separate? We'll see how it goes. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to do that. But for now, I'll keep it as the Mandalorian Season 2 playlist, and then I'll just link it at the end that you guys can have both playlists. Okay, so yeah, we see Cobb Vanth there. The Mandalorian is drawn to the Outer Rim in search of others of his kind. Okay, it doesn't say too much. John Leguizamo, he's in this? Oh! Okay, he was the voice Koresh. Yeah, okay, so he was the Cyclops guy in the beginning. I didn't know that. I'll have to go back and watch that again. That was cool. Cobb Vanth, Timothy Oliphant, Tamora Morrison. He's being listed here as Boba Fett. So it must be, right? Well, IMDb can be wrong at times, but that was, it was like, okay, we have to talk. We have to get sweaty here for a minute, guys. Obviously, when he gets out of the Sarlacc pit, he gets rid of his armor for some reason. He gives it to Jawas, or maybe he just takes it off and Jawas pick it up. And then that's how Timothy Oliphant's character, Cobb Vanth, gets it and buys it later. So basically, he renounces himself as a Mandalorian. People still speculate, was Jango and Boba Fett really Mandalorians to begin with? That's something that is up to debate. I don't know about that. Maybe they'll explain that or deal with that later on. But it was obviously Tamora Morrison at the end. And I'm guessing 100% that they are saying that was Boba Fett. I like the fact that it's being listed here in the IMDb page. And it was just, I like the reveal of that. It was just him, silhouette from behind, looking down at them. And then he turns around and we can actually see his face. I like that part. But yeah, that whole fight sequence at the end with the dragon, Kaya dragon, was just, that was just, why couldn't the sequel trilogy have done cool things like that? Like, show us new things. And the Kaya dragon is something that we've always heard about from A New Hope. Like, that's what Ben was trying to mimic, that scream when he scared off the Tusken Raiders at the beginning. That's what he was trying to emulate. And we always heard about it. We've seen things, and it was just kind of like, now we actually get to see it. And Favreau, yeah, he did it. He brought it to us. And Filoni, you guys are just awesome. I'm loving this series, obviously. Okay, let's talk about some of the things that maybe I didn't like. It was kind of weird to hear Mando talk in the Tusken voice. It didn't really detract from me, but it was kind of just kind of like, that's kind of weird. Yeah. What else didn't I like? There's really not much to say that I didn't like, guys. maybe the fact that this didn't really progress the story forward with the Baby Yoda story. It felt maybe just a little bit on the side of a side story, but you know what? You had a great cast with Timothy Olyphant there. It was just a good episode. That was awesome. It was a great way to start off this season. And yeah, that's pretty much all my reaction and review. Was fairly well done. Overall, out of the episode, I would give it a 9 out of 10 because I want to watch that again. Yeah, and I'm sure that there's a lot of Easter eggs out there. I'm sure that there are. Let me know what you thought about this episode in the comments below, and I can't wait till next week to see what's coming up next. Okay, guys, so that's how it's going to work this season. I hope you enjoy it. As you know, this is going to be part of a playlist that you'll be able to find here on the side, and I'll leave the playlist for Mandalorian Season 1 on below. Let me know if you also want me to do these long reaction videos where I record myself actually watching it. Now, I won't be able to show you guys, but that's just the way it's going to work. Mandalorian, Season 2, Episode 1, Marshal.